Hello.
Hello.
Candace Slam.
Happy New Year.
The Candace on my lap.
Yes, you do.
You like these cushions?
Yeah, I do. It's a good holding
Yeah. Like
consistency, I feel.
I made fun of you when you held onto cushions. And then I got about it and now everyone makes fun of us together.
It's okay. I feel safe.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's comforting.
It is. It's like a little... Have you ever held a Squishmallow?
No.
Oh,
Are they good?
I might buy you one for your
I
birthday.
don't even know what it is.
Don't you?
Nah.
I don't know when they became a thing. I've been buying them for Callie for a few years. They're like collectible teddies, basically, and you've got like different animals and different types.
Okay.
And then they also work with like Disney characters, and then they like bring out different ranges.
How big are they?
Ranges,
Okay.
like from tiny, like tiny little things, like the size of the palm of your hand, all the way through to like this cushion and bigger, like really big ones.
Maybe we could get some podcast ones.
Podcast squishies.
Change it up a little bit.
But they're like, have you ever touched a squishy? Yeah, they're like, they're very just so
Okay,
soft. Like,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could get
yeah.
around it.
Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. Squishmallows. How was your break?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Just hooned around Thailand on our little scooter.
Psycho.
Mm.
Just living recklessly, dangerously.
Yeah, it was the best.
Do you drink over there? Do you
Yeah, I
drink
did
alcohol?
actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you drink when you drink alcohol these days?
Champagne would be my go-to at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
That to me is like fancy.
Yeah, I love it so much. But over there, I just drank like cocktails. Just in the afternoon, I'd have like one or two on the beach.
I drank cocktails on New Year's this year.
Did ya?
Yeah. Lots of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I don't understand how they taste so delicious
Yeah.
when there's not much in it apart from different alcohol.
Yeah.
Or are they lying about the ingredients?
What did you have? Like, what did you have?
All of them.
You don't even know.
Like every single one on offer.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know.
Where did you go?
Bye Bye Tav.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they were
Yeah.
just bringing them out on repeat.
Yeah.
Different.
I mean, there's lots of like fruit juice or like whatever to make it sweet.
But in the ingredients list, there's like one different type of juice and like 7 different types of alcohol. It's very confusing. It's like alcohol cancels each other out and tastes delicious or something.
It's so good.
Cocktails
So
are...
good.
I've never been a cocktail... Well, maybe it's just because I've never really tried them, but
Yeah.
I could get about that life.
Yeah.
They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I was
great.
fucking drunk. Hammered, in
Hilarious.
fact. Yeah.
How was your break?
Well, yeah, apart from that, drunkenness. But I woke up good as well.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like I wasn't hungover.
You were
We went to
fine.
Australia Zoo the next day.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
right.
On New Year's Day. It was great. Got a flat tire. But that's fine. Not Australia Zoo, Wildlife HQ.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. Yep. It was really good. We went for a little cruise to northern New South Wales, Mount Tamborine, all that sort of area. It was very cool.
Beautiful.
Fun little break.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks. You had around the same-ish couple of weeks, 2 weeks.
2 weeks off work. Yep.
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice little moment. Ready to get back into it
Mm.
when you finish the break. Well, I always am. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
It was fun.
Good. It's the longest we've spent apart
Yeah.
ever, which
That was-
is
it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Ever in like 6 years.
Yeah.
Because when you got back, I left.
Yeah.
So you were gone for like a week and then I was gone for
Mm.
a week.
Weird.
It was weird. I didn't really like it.
Yeah. We didn't really talk that much.
No. I'm not very good at texting.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Just don't enjoy it.
Nah. And like, I just
I
don't
feel like
look
we're
at...
having relationship counselling right now.
Why didn't you message me back?
Why didn't you talk to me?
No, I feel like I don't look at my phone as like when the message is sent and then like I'll look at it an hour and a half later.
Yeah, you can't have like a conversation.
Yeah, and then I'll
yeah.
feel like, well, that she probably doesn't even remember what she wrote, so it's you
Yeah.
know, like it doesn't really, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to have a conversation and I don't know, I'm like an old person, don't know how to message anymore. I like voice messages.
Oh, yeah. Don't ever call me.
No. Well, I do.
Yeah.
And you answer.
Yeah.
You always think that something's happened.
Someone's dead, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Do you like texting? Yeah, you don't mind a message, do you?
Depends what I'm doing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like a voice note. I think that's a good, like a good little catch up way to do things.
I like context in voice.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
It's hard to like, is she mad at me? Can tell in a voice note. You would be able to,
Yeah.
you'd know.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
Voice noted. We did this last year and the year before, I think. The word of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's like setting a tone
Yeah,
for the
an intention.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your word of the year?
For this year.
Well, do you remember your old one?
No. No, I don't. But we went through the old podcast and found them. I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No.
Do you think you have one? What do you mean? You look at me like you don't know, but
Like,
you've got something there.
Yeah, I do. You go first and then I'll
Well, I don't know yet.
panic pick. You don't know either.
I feel like mine's similar to last year.
Mm-hmm.
No, my last year was growth,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't it?
Yes.
I think.
Yep.
This year I'm going to say it's so similar. I'm going to say it's build.
Okay. Synonym for
Bob
growth.
the Builder. Can we fix
Okay.
it? Well, let me explain.
I'm just literally what I'm about to ask you. I'm so glad you're about to do that.
I feel like so it was 2023 was like simplify. Last year was growth on that simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like we've made when I think of growth and what I worked, when I think of like what was challenging last year and what we needed to grow on, when I say we, I'm talking about the business mostly. I think of like the staff members, what they wanted and working with them towards that. Now I feel like they've got more, I feel like they've grown and now we have to build with what they want, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So build. And then also, I'm still enjoying running, trail running. I have to build my aerobic base. That shit takes fucking years. So build my base.
Mm-hmm. All of the building this year.
Just building.
You're a builder.
Yep. Not houses. Fitness and
No actual things.
nothing tangible.
Build.
Yeah, build. Yeah, that's just what comes to. Yeah, it's like I think of like in the trenches this year. I'm going to be working hard on nothing fun.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say on nothing. I was like, okay, cool.
Like it's nothing that would look glamorous or feel fun and like, oh, I've ticked that goal. It's nothing like that. It's not going to be like, oh, my first bar muscle up.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like behind the scenes, just working, just shoveling just
that
non-stop shoveling. That's what it feels like this year. But like I'm excited for that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, just building.
Just a builder.
Just building. Building.
Building.
Really?
Not buildings.
That's
mine,
fine. What's yours?
The only one that mine has nothing to do with work.
That's okay.
Or anything,
That's
really.
fine. Is it journey?
No.
Is it journeys?
It's not.
Traveling.
It's absolutely not. We were laughing. We had, I'm just reading through the group chat we had yesterday because I couldn't find my word last year or the year before. And then I found the year before and it was adventures. I fucking hate going and I just want to be in my house.
That made me
I don't know why I
much.
picked that. I was trying to be a different person, but it's not who
Adventures.
I am. No.
Yeah, like
routine.
It's hard for me to get you to the shops, girl.
Yeah,
like
I fucking don't ever. I mean, I'll go with you, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
Super
it's
fun for me.
It's just too many people and lights and noise. It's too much.
It's okay.
It's too much.
Sit in your
Adventures
house.
too much.
Yeah. Adventures to your backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then back inside my house.
Yes.
This year I've kind of got two, but one of them is relationships. Something that I am notoriously bad at, keeping in touch with people. And it's like a running joke in my family how much I never speak to anyone. So I want to do better at that. And particularly my grandparents who are old, getting very old now. I just want to spend more time with them before they're dead.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
And then like just little things like friendships and stuff as well. Like I'm just bad at, I think because I see everyone here at work, but I never see anyone outside of that. So I want to do better at that this year, I think. Yeah, nothing to do with work or fitness though.
That's fine. If you don't care about your job or your health, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Fuck you guys.
No, and I think you've probably had big goals with work and training for so long, so it's cool to have like look outside of that
Different
as well.
stuff, yeah.
Different like life stuff, and that's fun. That's very cool.
We'll see if
I
I stick to
do
it for more than
remember
like 2 weeks.
you saying at some point last year that if you said just don't leave, and then you've said this about a few different people that have left. It's like, I will keep in touch with you if I see you. If you don't, you're dead to me.
Yeah, I just forget that people even exist.
Yeah.
Like my brother lives 20 minutes away.
I've got to ask, is that a neurodivergent
I think
thing?
it must be like out of sight, you're dead.
Like you're just done.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Weird. And I don't like it because I feel like such an asshole. But yeah, I literally forget.
And then do you like remember, I don't know, in like 6 months and you're like, oh, that's right, that person's alive.
Yeah. Like when Hannah moved
But
to New
you
Zealand.
won't think about them at all?
No.
Wow.
Hannah moved to New Zealand. I was like, bye.
See you, bitch. Whereas like I cried to work most
Yeah.
days for like several months.
No, I did not. Like we're sad when she left, but then it was like done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was not here.
Because I didn't see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very differently wired in
it's
that way.
weird. It's very weird. And then
Yeah.
you were so upset and I was like, I'm a dick.
And I was like, I'm a pussy.
Yeah, I want to try and do better with that. So I've started with, I have one friend. She's actually my old maths teacher from high school, which is weird.
So weird.
But
Becky's face.
she was like a new grad when she came to teaching. So she was quite young and I would have been 18 at the time. So she would have been like mid-20s. We became really good friends and then we kind of lost touch for a couple of years, but we've started this thing called the Wednesday Waffle. So we'll send each other like a voice note on a Wednesday and just like, I mean, we've done it like 2 times, but we update each other just like a minute voice note. So little things like that I'm going to try and do a little bit better at keeping up with, hopefully.
I think that is very cool, and something that more people should do.
Yeah.
Like we have the technology these days to keep in touch.
Yeah, and I was listening to a podcast about it, not about that, but about something else yesterday, and they were saying how because we see everything on social media now, you kind of feel like you're in touch with people, but you're not actually, you don't actually know what's going on. You just see like the highlight reel. And
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
that's
so-
so true.
yeah.
So true.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at keeping, like I say, I'm bad at
you are
messaging.
good, actually.
I like have like people that haven't worked with in 10, 12 years or whatever, but you'd have those special relationships. And I guess that messaging is different though. That's just not like, what'd you do today?
Yeah.
That's like, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
Like,
How's life? Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
guess
that's
that doesn't
good.
matter if it's like 2 days between those messages because it's just, that makes sense.
And often I will get back on my computer to write back because the
Yeah.
messages are longer, you know, I want to type that shit out. Typey. It's good. But that's exciting. I like those goals.
Yeah.
That's fun. Or word, intention. Your intention.
Intention for the
And
new
then
year.
I know you just said you don't really have much to do with fitness or work, fuck you. But is there anything you, like fitness wise, is there anything that you like?
I just yes, but I feel like everything is so up in the air now with the season, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still like working,
Yeah.
but I just don't
Don't have like a specific
know,
thing.
Yeah, because I don't know anything.
Yeah, because they've changed everything.
Everything's so different again. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
just
don't know.
Just would you say building? You're probably
I'm
building.
a builder in the
you're,
gym.
You're a
I'm gonna
builder.
build.
You're building
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And work is like you're just
Just working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
building.
Building.
Yeah. You've worked hard to build what you've got. So
Yeah,
it's-
I feel like
it's
the last 2 years I've like built up my client base to where I want it, and I'm pretty capped out with PTs now, almost capped out with nutrition. Like I'd love, like, just want to keep that going, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like feeding, you know, just like
You're feeding the chickens.
Yeah.
Daily
Daily,
maintenance.
yes,
Like just
yes.
holding on.
Mhm,
I don't know why I went chickens. I think it's because you went like this. You're feeding. You're feeding
go
the
with
chickens.
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
That's excellent.
yeah.
All right. What next? What are we talking about?
What did I have on my list? Oh, little podcast stats from last year.
Yeah, we did. We got a cool little feature because we use our platform. As if you listen to this, you would know. Actually, maybe you wouldn't because it like disperses to all different platforms. But we use Spotify for podcasters as our platform, and then they sent, because at Spotify they sent us a Spotify Wrapped, which is pretty cool. So I got some pretty cool stats here from our little potty last year. We had 57% of our listeners were new listeners last year. So 57% of all listeners were new listeners.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Oh, I think this is very cool. You're a top 5 show for 238 fans.
Wow.
So we're in the top 5, which is pretty fun. Top fans is 72. Top country, Australia. Average rating 4.9. I don't know where to find our ratings and who rated us less than 5 stars.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why anyone would rate us less than 5.
Like, why would you bother doing that if it wasn't going to be a 5?
I don't know.
I wouldn't do that.
Would you not?
No.
Oh, that's a good question of the day.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Would you leave a less than 5-star rating? Would you just leave no rating?
Yeah.
That's a good... Remember that because I'm going to forget.
Okay, I'm going to put it in now.
Maybe that's a good idea.
While you're talking.
Yeah, we should make that our question for the end of this podcast, unless you've got another one. But that's a good one. We are in last year, we were in 42 countries.
Say that again.
42 countries we
wow.
were listened to. That's all I've got.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
42 countries.
Yep. Very cool. Your creator personality, the storyteller. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
Are you the creator?
no, we
The creator.
we like what we talk
The
about.
builder.
We tell stories, I guess.
Yep, we do.
Right.
Talk some shit.
Absolutely. Maddie wants to be on the podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said, because she's so funny. And I said, well, we're not a comedy podcast.
You're storytelling, Maddie.
Yeah. And she said, that's bullshit. And I said, we'd be threatened by her comedic relief.
Funniness. Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe we'll have to invite her on one day. Don't know what she'd talk about.
No, neither.
But we'll give her a go, maybe.
Give it a whirl.
Although, I feel like if you ask, we can't invite you on.
Yeah.
Well, we have to
wait
ask
to be
you.
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the right way to go about it. We'll see.
I did this in the wrong order.
Oh, what?
Shit. On my list was like a recap of last year. We should have started with that.
That's all right.
We're just backtracking now. Go back.
That's all right. Recap of last year. I don't remember anything that
Neither
happened
do
yesterday.
I.
Fuck, dude. I don't even know.
I literally can't tell you anything.
Recap of last year. Like I said for my word, my intention was the growth. And I feel like when I look back at 2024, I feel like that's probably the first year that I've given... That's the first year since I've started training CrossFit that I haven't cared as much about CrossFit would be last year. I especially the second half of last year, I really backed off and put I obviously, as you know, push for a run and tried that style of training for something different. Always will and always did continue training CrossFit. But just, took a little sidestep and looked at more of a maintenance. And when I say gave less fucks, it's like I wasn't trying to get better at everything. That's the first time I've ever felt like that in all of the years of doing it.
Feel to do that?
It was and is, because I haven't stopped doing that. Such a good feeling, because when you've been doing it as long as I've been doing it and you're trying to get better, the gains are smaller. So you have to do more outside of the gym. So for me to get better, I had to sleep enough. I had to make sure I was eating enough. I had to make sure my recovery was good, blah, blah, blah. And then that all of that side of it becomes a stress in itself, making sure that you're
because
doing
you're like
it.
constantly like, fuck, like I've got to go to bed. Oh, I didn't make lunch,
Yeah.
you know, blah, 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 blah.
All of that stuff. So
Yeah.
it was a definite weight off the shoulders. And I remember telling you, like, I was a bit nervous because I put so much into my fitness over the last 12 years. It's like, fuck, what's going to happen if I back off? Nothing happened.
Nothing
like,
bad happened.
Nothing terrible happened. Like, I'm definitely weaker with a barbell. I definitely can't do as many chest to bars and muscle ups as I could, but
Like that's okay.
it's fine.
And I think that's cool to talk about, because I think people who are attracted to this type of training, it's always, not always, but it's generally that type A personality. It's like, I need to get better. I need to do this. I need to do that. But that's not what CrossFit is. Like, this is supposed to make you better at life. And like, you did that. You went out and tried new sports and learnt new things and still continue training here, and you still bust your ass when you're here, but then you go for a run, you know? Like, I feel like if people took that mentality on board a little bit better, they would enjoy this so much more.
So much more.
Rather than putting the pressure on all the time to be like, oh, I got slower in my Annie redo today, you know? It doesn't matter.
Really.
As long as this is making your life better.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And that's it. Like, I think once you reach a certain point, as in you can run a 7-minute mile, you can back squat as a woman, 7-minute mile, run back squat 100 kilos, and can do all of the movements, as in like the competitive movements across it, when you can hit a ring muscle up, a bar muscle up, handstand walking, you can relax a little for a minute. And I'm not saying you can't relax before that, but I'm saying like your gains after that are so small. Like, for you to go from
Like 2 ring muscle ups to 5, like that's a big...
It's massive amount of time.
It's not
like,
big on paper. It's
no.
like 3 extra reps
Yeah.
unbroken. But yeah, the effort you have to put into that is huge
Yeah.
for most people.
Exactly. And at that point, like, it's not even it's not CrossFit anymore when you're doing
It's the sport. It's not
Yeah.
CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like
we should
the
all be
class.
like aiming for fitness. And yes, in that is strength and skill 100%, but that shouldn't be where you spend all your time. Like, once you're fit, I don't believe, unless you're aiming for, you know, furthering
Like
your career
competitive
in
stuff.
the sport,
Yeah.
that's not where you should be spending your time, because then you start to lose your fitness.
Yeah. And you'll definitely hit a point of diminishing returns where you're putting all of this effort and time into something, which is great, but then other stuff has to miss out.
Yep.
And so that's going to be work, kids, relationship, sleep, whatever it is.
Yep.
Like, something's got to give somewhere.
Yep.
And like, if you hit that point, that's cool, but what else is missing from your life? And then, are you healthy anymore? You know? So I think people who are not competitive but put that pressure on themselves, like, it's cool to hear that you can be okay without it.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was
Yeah.
definitely nervous, but yeah, it was and is cool. And the only time I get the shits is in a workout. And then after that workout's done, I'm like,
Get on with your day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I wouldn't even say the shits. I'll just be like, oh, I'm surprisingly weak at that lift now. But like, it, you know,
It's fine.
It's fine. Like, in terms of general health and well-being, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm where I need to be a healthy, strong, fit woman.
Yeah. And you're still within the top, like, I don't even know percentage wise of
Yeah.
people who do CrossFit in the
Yeah.
world. Like, that's still,
We'll find out soon, eh?
yeah, I guess we will. That's still there. So
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
Yeah, and it's not going to you're not going to fall off the edge of the earth if you slow it down.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
think that's really, really good for people to hear.
Yeah.
And then, so this year, are you, what are you doing? Have you got any more runs planned?
So when I think of my sort of fitness goals this year, like, it's funny because I backed off training, but probably did the most amount of comps I've done in a long time last year as well. But that was also like a weight off the shoulders, as in, like, I can only do what I can do because I've just been training this way. And it is, obviously, you've seen me train. Like, I'm never going to back off when I do train. I still go 100% when I'm in the gym, and same with when I'm at a comp. So yeah, same sort of thing. Like, I really enjoy doing local comps with friends and doing like team stuff. So I'll keep doing that. If anyone wants to do it with me, I'm here. We're here for a good time.
Call us up.
But also, yeah, I really enjoy trail running. Jordan and I want to do it twice a week. Like as long, this year. So we do one on his lunch break once a week and then hopefully one on the weekend. And then he even mentioned he wants to do a trail run like race with me this year.
Cute.
So, and then also hikes. We did a massive hike at the end of last year. Didn't talk about that on the holidays. That was fucking hard. And it was cool. We did 2 days. And it was just short of 60 Ks in 2 days with a fucking heavy. No one tells you how hard it is to carry a pack that's 12 fucking kilos. That doesn't sound that heavy, but when it's gigantic on your back and you're walking and it's like moving independently, it was hard. But we want to keep doing that sort of stuff too.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I would say more time on the legs than normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like doing different things.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Very cool.
Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice. We got way off track, but I don't know what we were talking about.
We were talking about our recap for 2022. 24. Fuck me. Yeah. So when I think about, yes, I took a step back from training. And I would say that also gave me more brain space for like the business and working with the staff and all that that side of things, which I enjoyed and do enjoy. Yeah, I can't remember anything else that happened last year.
Neither can I, but that's okay.
Yeah,
stuff happened.
Yeah,
and now we're here.
There was things and stuff. We definitely should have written some fucking notes.
When I was writing this, I was like, we'll just remember and talk about things.
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell you one single thing we did last year. I mean, the Open, always, every year. Oh yeah, kind of important.
Thank you, Becky.
Thanks, Bex. It was our 10th birthday.
We had our Jim's 10th birthday. That
deal.
was a kind of a big deal.
That was so fun that
So
night.
fun.
It was like, it was so great. It was so fun. We had a big trivia night.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, so much fun.
And yeah, you put on a fucking good show. You did a lot of planning for that without letting me know what was going on, and yeah, that was really cool. That was really special.
I was thinking about that the other day because I had to get everything set up. So Bex and I made that video when you were away, but that day that we were filming, you wouldn't leave. Like, I was messaging Geordie. I was like, you need to get this bitch out of here because we have people coming to film. And like, I messaged everyone in the group. I was like, she's still here. Everyone just like sit tight. I don't know what's going to happen. And he's like, I'm trying. Like, try harder, mate. Get her, go, take her to lunch or something. Go away.
I would have definitely known something's up.
Yeah. He's like, I can't say anything. I was like, fine. You finally left. We did all of that. Bex made that amazing video. I watched it so many times that I didn't cry at the end because I was like, I've seen this before. I don't care anymore. And then the day that the trivia night was on, you still didn't know what was happening. Like, obviously you knew trivia but I had to like set up the projector and stuff. And then you wouldn't leave. She wouldn't go.
I like it here.
And she was like, you're just like fucking around moving plants.
That's right. Because I wanted the gym to look good.
And I was like,
I like to move plants around. I really
messaged Geordie again and I was like, I need her to go. Like, she needs to go. And he's like, I can't do anything.
What do you want from me?
But yeah, it was amazing. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was very, very cool. And to think like 10 years was like something that I've always looked forward to, like hitting that 10-year mark is like such a big milestone. And we're 11 in 2 months. And then that just seems like,
that's crazy.
like now I'm not really aiming for anything.
Yeah,
like,
you did it. You did the thing.
Yeah, we can close down now. We're finished. It's done. I'm
then
joking.
what will you build?
Yeah. But yeah, 11 just seems like a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah,
okay, well that happens. That was good.
That was
significant.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I'll check my Instagram.
It's always a good way to know what's happening. We had the Contessa Games. That was a little bit later. After that.
Yep.
And I feel like the only other big thing we did was probably like the Fittest 3 comp after that.
Yeah, we had the fit. Yeah, that's what I was
which
just
was
about
awesome.
to say.
We had heaps of teams in that. It's always a good day. They run a good tight ship, those boys.
And that was you out of retirement for the first time in a while too, so that was a good time.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and I would just a year of growth. Really, I would say.
Is it the first year all the staff that like Nick and Kel started coaching? Was that?
Don't ask me those
I think
questions. I don't know.
they said that they hit their 1 year. It must have been just the year before that they started, because they hit their 1 year, Nick and Kel, of coaching kids the night that we did the parent night. That was the same.
Cute.
So they like had like a little full circle moment of
That's
coaching. But yeah, it was like, honestly, just like a big year of, for me, like it can sometimes feel not overwhelming, but like a bit of a slap in the face to know how many staff members we have and then what their goals are. And it's like, yeah, it's more than I thought we would have and do. But yeah, to have, like, especially like you two have been here for so fucking long, and then Han's been here for, like, she was a teenager when she started training here. Like everyone, I think we have such a good crew, and if anyone wants to leave, it's fine, you can go. But like,
Oh, thank God.
I just think it's so cool that not only has our business reached 10 years, but we have amazing staff retention. Like we really do, which is like, I'm just, cried like a little bitch at the fucking Christmas party because of you bitches saying things. You don't even remember.
No, I don't.
I gave a great speech and cried, okay? And
I literally don't
What?
remember.
You don't even remember. Becky was crying. What?
Just a tiny tear.
Just one little
She had
tear.
a little tear. Are you serious?
I actually don't know what you're talking
You're a
about.
monster, okay? No, I'm joking.
I
It wasn't
really
a great
am.
speech. It was very short.
Clearly.
Because I was very emotional.
What are we talking? When?
At the Christmas party.
At our staff one?
No, the award, like the award at the end of the
okay.
awards. I said thank you.
Okay.
This bitch.
So sorry.
Anyway, it's fine. She's used to me crying. That's why it just
Just
doesn't
block it.
Yeah, just used to it.
Here she goes again. I'm kidding,
Oh, is it
I'm
happy
kidding.
tears or sad ones this time? Not
What
sure.
do I do? Does she need me to cuddle her or just stay here? I'm not sure yet.
Just a computer processing my emotions.
You need like a little sign, like
Yeah.
I need
Sad.
a hug. Yeah.
Sad, touch me. Happy, I'm okay. Give
That
me
would be
a high
So
five.
helpful.
I will keep that in mind moving
Thank
forward.
you. Thank you.
No, but yeah, in all seriousness, like I think it's very cool that we have the team that we have, and everyone wants to stay and grow and build.
It is
Build.
very cool.
I think that's
Just keep slipping it in there.
it's fitting. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's what last year was for me. I think it's just a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like because I have to figure it out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing most of the time. Like, so I think a lot of that is just figuring that stuff out.
Yeah. Very cool.
Mm.
Very cool. That's all I got for you, really.
And I guess we've already talked about our plans for 2025, really.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Bex. You're going to have to make a graphic out of this.
Do I have to answer?
No, you don't have to do anything.
You don't need to
It's
turn
just
your
like
microphone on.
This isn't good for like podcasts, but it'll be quite good. Okay. What is your Vegemite level?
Like the first one, none. I fucking dislike Vegemite. Are we even friends? Do you even know what I like?
Like, yes, but I thought you'd be the second one.
Well, I don't like Vegemite.
So you just wouldn't have it at all, ever?
No.
Never, ever.
Like if you offered me, if you were like, I'm making Vegemite on toast, would you like some? I'd be like, I would like some buttered bread, thank you. Buttered toast.
Buttered warm bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't choose any. What's your Vegemite level?
Probably, I reckon the third
The
one.
third one? Yeah, number 4 is just disgusting.
That's a lot.
That's my Nutella level.
Biscoff level.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm number 3. I wonder what most people are. What do you think? I think most people would be 3 or 4.
I don't know.
You
'cause
reckon?
I don't associate with Vegemite people. I'm
I have
joking.
Vegemite
I'm
every
joking.
day. I
Do you
love
have
it.
every day?
Yeah.
Oh, you have it with your bagel with your
Yeah.
Do you have avocado still? Yeah, same. It's so
You're just
good.
plain avo?
With salt and pepper. That's savage.
Weird.
I have half an avocado though. It's like,
That's a lot.
yeah, half an avocado.
That's so mushy. I can feel it.
Oh, it's so high. Like the avocado, like I smush it on with like a fork. It's just like,
So wet.
it's very good. I know we didn't really have anything else. We've already done the question, but I just have one more thing to say that we could probably talk about for maybe a little bit if you want to. I think it's so cool that we didn't, which we have always done in our first podcast back, and we've always talked about it at the start of every year, is like all the New Year stuff that happens with gyms. I think like I have talked to a lot of members already, and like I just think we've got such a cool community to know that people understand that it doesn't matter when you set a goal. Like it's cool to have like an annual goal because there is a start of the year and an end of the year. And it's cool to have like, you know, like we talked about the word, the intention, all that sort of stuff. But I think it's really cool that we don't feel like we have to put on something.
Like a 6-week challenge or something. Yeah.
Like all of that stuff that comes with a new year in the fitness industry where like I was raised, where I grew up in the fitness industry, is like, this is the busy time. This is when people join. We have to, you know, try and get them to last that 6 weeks, like, or whatever. But yeah, I think it's very cool that from what I've seen and spoken to our members with, it's just fucking business as usual.
Business as usual. Yeah, I do like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Is it, because I am not on Instagram too much anymore. Is it like a big thing still like that?
Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People just like, there is the other side that are definitely trying to squash it more than ever. Like I saw a post this morning that was like, you know, if your trainer or your gym does any of these things, like you should probably get a new one. And it was like challenges, new year, new me, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's still out there. It's still rancid.
Sucks. I feel like, yeah, even that we're so far removed from that stuff that I forget that it even exists.
Yeah. I think it's really cool and it's very refreshing. And I still think humans are wired to want and feel more comfortable and safe signing up to something for less time, which we offer with different like versions, like foundations and different programs that we have. You don't just have to join in with an endless date when you first start. But I think it's so cool that just the culture we've created here is not the quick fix, like the fast, you know, just trying to get people in the doors just to lose 2 kilos and then they go out and gain 7.
Again. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's so true. I forgot that was even a thing in the world.
I just don't think I will ever forget because that's where I started with the fitness industry and that's just like my brain almost goes like, all right, we need to organize something for the new year. Like, and then I'm like, no, we don't. Like, it's fine. Everyone's okay.
Keep doing what you're doing.
They don't need the constant. Yeah, I think it's, and we probably, even when you first started, we were still doing that sort of stuff. And then we've just sort of backed it off over time. And I think that's really cool that people know that they don't need it.
Yeah. And I think even, over the holidays, I didn't coach for those 2 weeks and the classes were so full. Like I was just checking to make sure like everything was good. And I was like, holy shit, people are still showing up.
Yeah.
And every year it's getting a little bit more, like to the point where we're probably going to have to do more next year because everything is full. Like that's the coolest.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Whereas a couple of years ago, we had to pull everything right back because people weren't showing up this time of year. But it's just like, over time we've instilled such a strong sense of like this is just part of life, like you show up no matter what else is going on. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And I think it'll always be a juggle between like being a 10-year affiliate, having people that have been here for so long, that's awesome, and it'll always be a juggle between people that have been here for years and years and years and when people first start, like people not threatened, but just being like, oh, I can't do that, like I can't do this because of, you know. But I think the benefit of having that is their presence and them just being here and them just showing up and saying, I'll see you tomorrow. Like that's the stuff that sticks with people.
Yeah.
The newbies, they just like fit in or they won't.
Yeah.
And they'll go somewhere else.
And I think having those members around who have been here for a really long time, and we have quite a few of them who aren't elite athletes, like they're just regular, I mean they're very fit obviously, but they're just like regular people with regular jobs who come here for their hour and go home to their families. Like it's so cool for new people to see that. It's like, oh, that's all I have to do is just show up. Like, it's nothing more than that.
We've talked about that recently with a couple of different members who they're on like a 3-day-a-week membership, just a 3 days a week, and they've been coming for 4 years and they're still getting better. And I think that has like goes to show like the intention and effort they put in when they're here obviously matters. What they do on the outside matters. But you can get better if you
Just consistent over a long period.
And just don't put so much pressure on yourself and have a good time.
Just have a laugh with your mates.
Have a fucking laugh. That's all. That's
Very
all I
cool.
wanted to add on the end there. It's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Oh, I did actually want to tell my rat story real quick because I just
I would
wonder
love that.
if there's anyone who knows what this means. So I roll my ankle all the time, both my ankles. I'm just a bit, I don't know, clumsy, whatever. Not unusual for me to roll my ankle. The other day I was walking out to my car, rolled my ankle, but I stepped on something and I was like, oh, I fell not to the ground, but like fell to the side. And I was like, oh, weird. Looked down, dead rat. Rolled my ankle on a dead rat. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was clearly dead. I didn't kill it. It had been there. Imagine if I squashed it. It had been there for a while. And I was like, okay, gross, weird, whatever.
I've not laughed at a message in so long. As much as I laughed at you rolling your fucking ankle on a dead rat. Like,
put it in the garden, like just got like a stick out, just like moved it like pretty deep into the garden. I drive my car in the next day, like reversed it in, got out of my car to get my bag out. The rat was back in my car park again and I ran over it. Like, it's double dead now.
crushed its head.
I crushed its head. Brains, guts everywhere. What does it mean if a dead rat keeps showing up?
The rat gods. The rat gods want you to know something and you're not
they're
listening.
trying to tell me something.
You're not listening.
And then the third day it was back, like it had, so I put it back in the garden again. I was like, stay there. Next day it was back and Becky was outside and she was like, something smells so bad. And I was like, sit down. I've got a story for you, Bex. It was back.
And it came back on the
Third day. I didn't.
on the driveway again.
Yes. Or like just like next to where my car would go.
I have one thing that's less entertaining than the rat gods, and that is Apollo.
Yes.
Do you think Apollo is
Well,
moving it?
Possibility.
Apollo is our neighborhood dog.
But the first time the rat incident happened was late in the afternoon. Apollo wasn't here. And then I came back early the next morning. So, don't know.
Interesting.
I don't think it got out by itself. That's not what I think. But like, I don't know. I feel like a dead rat means something. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you Googled it?
I have, and it's not good.
You have Googled
Yeah.
it? What does it mean?
Poverty. So I just want to check if anyone actually knows anything good
Oi.
about dead rats.
Oi, you better fucking sort out those work goals this year, girl. Because you're about to get real poor if you don't sort it out.
Oh God. Okay.
What the fuck? How do they put...
I
Who?
don't know. The Google. I don't know. Whoever. You know when people like look into dreams and stuff? It was
Yeah, but like who?
I don't know. I don't know anything more than poverty. So if anyone knows anything positive, I'd like to know.
What if it's not positive? Do you still want to know?
Yeah, I feel like poverty's pretty bad. So just let me know.
It's like when you drove over it with your BMW.
You did drive over it with your
My fancy
BMW.
car, yeah.
Unless that will get like taken away from you this year.
Maybe.
Like,
That means the business isn't doing good though, so I fucking hope not. Oh dear.
let's hope not.
Let's hope not. It's a company car. Like we have a building company. Josh actually builds things.
Actually,
Actual tangible
like real
structures.
real. He's a builder.
And I do some work for that on Thursdays. And whenever I don't want to do anything, he's like, "Okay, I'll take the company car back." Okay, I'll do it.
I'm sorry, Josh. Let me keep my pretty car. That's very funny.
Anyway, that's my rat story.
I want to know how long it'll last. Like, I want to know if it will just hang out here until it's like a skeleton. Like,
I wonder, did you move it? No. Yeah.
how the fuck
No.
would Becky touch a rat?
Well, she was complaining about it. Thought she might have
the
chucked it
smell.
somewhere.
No.
I'll go check if it's there.
Let's hope just a coffee customer moved it for us. eh?
Hopefully someone's taken it.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Great to be back. On to building things.
Let's build.
Enjoy. Farewell.